compound lifting you're doing, if you've got a bit of back stiffness, anything like that, any little niggles anywhere, so this should hopefully roll all of those out. But you can also do this flow on a recovery day, or if you're feeling a little bit sore from the session that you've done the day before, that sort of thing. So just keep that in mind that this can be done sort of anywhere for any purpose, okay? So what we're going to do, the first 7 exercises are all on the floor. So we're going to start with thoracic twist. So you're going to go into all fours position on the floor, making sure the knees are in line with the hips and the hands are in line with the shoulders, and then you're going to go hand on to your ear. You're going to rotate round and up, okay? I'm just going to work through 5 of these on your right side and then 5 on your left, okay? Little coaching point with this one, guys, is you want to make sure you follow, your eyes follow your elbow as you go round, okay? So that'll allow a little bit more movement in your thoracic spine. So once you've done 5 of those, we're then going to go into a mountain climber stretch, which I think most people have done before. So you're going to go into a presser position, and you're going to try and bring the foot as close to the hand as you can on the outside, okay? From this position, I want you to drop the elbow down and then rotate round again, keeping your eyes tracked with your hand, okay? That allows a little bit more movement. So you're going to hold that position and you're going to work through 5, elbow drop to reach, and you're going to go back into a neutral position and you're going to do the same on the other side, okay? Elbows to the floor and round. Can't get your foot as close to the hand as I have, that's absolutely fine. So some people might actually just be here or here, which is fine, okay? So just work to where you're comfortable and where your hips are going to allow you to move to. Exercise number 3. So you're going to go into downward dog position. So with this point, you're going to go, your feet are a little bit wider than your hand stance, okay? And all I want you to do is just go across with your hand to the opposite toe. Okay, so right hand goes to left toe, left hand goes to right toe. And you're going to work through 5 on each side, okay, pushing the hips back as we go. And opening up the adductors as well. So once you've done 5 of those, we're then going to go into Spider-Man reaches, okay? So you're going to go into all fours position again, and you're going to take your right hand out and your left foot back, okay? And you're just going to work through 5 on each side, trying to keep the torso nice and still as we go. You don't want to rock at any point. So reach forward and the foot goes back, okay? So a little bit of core engagement with this one. And then once we've gone through that one, guys, we're going to do some adductor sit backs, okay? So with this one, you want to try and lean your weight on the knee that's going to be to the side here. One leg's going to go out, and you're just going to rock back here, and then forward, and then you're going to take the leg onto the other side, but drop a little bit. So once you drop, you should be feeling that in the opposite glute to the leg that's actually moving. Then you're going to go back, you're going to rock down again. Should be feeling that in the adductors here. Pop back up, leg tracks around to the other side, and you drop, okay? You're going to work through 5 of these. So you're going to open up the hips, engage the glutes. Should get a nice little stretch on the go with this one. And then obviously you're going to do the other side, okay? So leg comes out, you're going to drop back. Feel it in the side here, into the adductors. You're going to go down, cross, back. Okay, so 5 again on this side. You should feel after every breath that your hips are starting to open a little bit more, and you can actually get a little bit further and a little bit deeper into the stretches. So that's the aim of this one. Okay, right guys, now we've done a little bit of mobility to wake up your lower body. We're going to work through some upper body. So we're going to go into a press-up position. okay? And we're going to really work the eccentric part of the movement. You're going to go slowly down. You're going to aim for 3 seconds, okay? Once you're in this position, I want your arms out straight in like an I position, then a Y position, then a T position, okay? So we're going to work the shoulders, then you're going to push up. Same thing again, nice and slow on the way down. I'm just going to work through a little bit of shoulder mobility as we go, and then push back up. We're going to work through 5 of these, and then we'll move on. Three, 2, 1. And then back up to the start. So if you feel like it's necessary to go through a few more of those, if your shoulders are a little bit tight, feel free to do that, or spend a little bit more time on the floor with the shoulder movements. But yeah, aiming for sort of 5 of those, and then if you need to do any more, do any more. Okay, then we're going to move on to something called a shin box reach. So with this, you want to make sure at this angle here, you've got 90 degree, and then same with the back leg, okay? So the front leg is going to go forwards like so, and then the back one like this. So what I want you to do with this position, guys, is reach forward. If your right knee is forward, you're going to reach forward with your left hand. And that is going to track in line with your knee. And you're going to push from here forward. So once you've done that, you're going to rotate the hips over. Then you're going to do the same thing. So my left knee is tracking, and my right hand is going to reach over like so. So this will work the hips and the glutes, but also get a little bit of an arm stretching as well. So you're going to push through, rotate over, making sure we try and keep that 90-degree angle as we go. Through. So you're going to go 5 on one side, so 5 to the right and 5 to the left. If you need to hold any position for a little bit longer, that's absolutely fine. So if you're feeling a little bit stiff in the left glute, that's cool. You can just sort of stay here, work into different positions, different angles of push. But if you're feeling good, just work through 5 on each side. Right guys, now from this position, the last 2 exercises we're going to do standing up, okay? So we're going to work through a squat to stand to begin with. So you're going to hold on to the toes, but your feet are going to be a little bit wider than they would be if you were going to go into a normal squat, okay? So you want to go from this position here, holding onto the toes, keep holding them, but you're just going to lift your bum up to the ceiling whilst holding on. So from here, you should be feeling this in the hamstrings. Now, some of you might be able to straighten out completely, but some people might be stuck here and still feel a good stretch from that. That's absolutely fine. So you're going to work through 10 of these, pushing up, and then once you've done that, we're going to go into some lunge holds. So with the hold, you're going to hug your knee towards your chest, then you're going to drop down into a lunge, pop back up. Okay, we're going to go 5 on each side. So hug, drop, back. So with the hug, you might feel your hip pinch a little bit as you bring your knee up. It might pinch in here. That's absolutely fine and normal. That's kind of why we're doing this, to try and loosen that off. And that brings me to the last one. A big hug, drop, and then pop back in. Okay, so with all of those movements, there might be one in particular that you actually feel like you need to work on a little bit more. So feel free to do a few more extra reps on one side or on one particular exercise, just to loosen yourself off. But if you're feeling good, you're just going to do 10 of all of them. If there's any that are on one side and then the other, it will be 5 and a 5. So hopefully you're feeling a little bit looser after that. And again, you can work through this on your days off before a session if you're a little bit sore, just to get out any aches and pains or little niggles. So hopefully you find this really helpful and you can keep it and just keep going over and over when you feel a bit stiff or when you're getting ready for a workout.